Alright. Cheers everyone, how you doing guys? Salvatigan, Ashak, D-Man, Vitarik is here. What is happening? How are you doing, man? Hey Flopsy Doodle. I had the sprites. Ooh. Needed an extra hour here in the morning, but I'm here now. Probably shows in my eyes that I needed some sleep. We love me. That's good, Vitarik. I will hydrate with half a liter of coffee, if you don't mind. Okay, but let's return to Ostriv. Let's return to the village we started yesterday. Ostriv, very cozy, slow-paced city building game, or at this stage, village building game, where we are building a village in Ukraine in the 1800s, and we got our village up to 52 citizens, and we are in the beginning of the third year, so the settlement is 2 years old, and we have been relying on the food farmed by the people themselves in their backyards or yards, and we have been gathering that food into the granaries and then selling it at the markets. But now we are this year starting farming as well, so we have our farm set up, and crop rotation of buckwheat and sunflower will begin in April and May, so we have 1 month here before that. Yesterday I was messing around a little bit with taxes, and I went a little bit overboard with my land tax. I actually changed my settings a little bit, so I took the wealth tax back to 5. I think I upped it all the way to 25. And I took the land tax to 0.25, which I think might actually be the default. But we'll basically be monitoring the balance. We want this to be positive, because with money we can buy whatever we can't produce from the traders, or from the nearby, or not even that nearby, but the other villages near us. So in case you missed the first part, this is where we started. We have our forestry here, where we have Dobrinia and Svirid working and getting some planks to us. We have our smithy here with Marian and Svenislav working on the nails and metal parts, and they have their charcoal piles here ready, which we are also trading at the trading post. We have a carpentry here where Dmitro is working on the maintenance of the carts. We have a little bit of a market here with market stalls, where we have delicious peas, beetroots, pumpkins for sale, with Daris Lava working on that stall. And we have horseradish, carrots, onions with Onisia working on that stall. And I think these two stalls are... No, this stall is also active with Maria in there. We have raspberries, cucumbers, honey, and we don't have anything else for sale just yet. We have a couple of granaries here. This will get the stuff from the farms, and this one is buying from the locals so that we can sell it here. And then we have all the houses. We started with 3 big ones here for the initial food production, and all the people so far in the village have their own yards. We also set up an orchard here with some apples. This will take a couple of years for the trees to grow, and after that we'll get a yearly harvest of apples. The most recent addition is the farm, as said, and I think are the people... Ah yes, the people are sowing already in March, and then in April April and May they will put stuff here. So the laborers are already sowing this. But what we can do here is that the actual workers on the farm will only work here in April. Well, actually, we could add this in March, April, and May, and then so basically the spring season when we sow and plant, and then the autumn season when we harvest. So that's getting started. We will be taking that sunflower seeds and turning it into oil, but we haven't set this up yet. We will be having the ladies working here, so let's set that up that we don't hire men, and we'll see how we hire people there. We build a little bit of a town hall here. The town hall enables us to manage the labor more effectively, and also gives us access to those taxes. But other than that, it's just a kind of a building there. It's actually, now that I look at it, it's bothering me a little bit that it's a little bit. Well, I guess if I look at it from this angle, it aligns perfectly. But if I look at it from here, it doesn't align. So I guess it's a point of view. What else? We have our thatchery, where Valentina and Darina are working. So they are collecting the reed from the riverfront and drying that into the thatch, which we use on the roofs. And that's more or less our village right now. So very, very humble beginnings. Very humble beginnings. So, but farming here is a big deal. Especially since we are gonna get sunflower seeds, which we can turn into oil and then trade. That's a big thing. And since we do have the crop rotation in place, one of these free fields is always on fallow, which means that once we start getting animals, they can use these the fallowing field as pasture, so we don't need to feed them otherwise. Speaking of which, I think I will start with the cows. So I'll set up this cow shed here already. I'll set it relatively close to the farms here. It doesn't have to be. But I think I'll place it here next to this one, so we'll start gathering some buildings here. Actually, this one has a different roof. Maybe it fits better if I actually have it somewhere in here, kind of together with the farm. Maybe that's better. So let's connect it. Like this. I'm looking at the yellow lines here to align it a little bit with the farm. Let's have the cow shed in there, and then eventually we'll be able to trade some cows. So I have this ready so that as soon as we have some cows on the traders, we can buy some and they can start multiplying themselves in there before we then eventually start slaughtering them and getting the hides. When we get the cows, we can also milk them. So I will be preparing a dairy here. Oh, if it fits there, that would be so nice. I think I will organize those fences a little bit, because this is too nicely in there. So let me see, how did I delete stuff? By selecting it. Let's take that out. There, and then I don't think I even need the fence on this side. I think this house works very nicely. Nicely, and when this game doesn't have it, but let's roleplay that some diplomats would be coming to visit our town hall, seeing the mayor. We would have the Cowshed smelling on the side here, so making them feel right at home when they do. So let's leave this open. Let's leave this open so they can walk from here in case they want. So there we go. We have those in place. Build hay dryers to produce hay for cattle feeding in winter. Thank you, game, for telling me about that. So we can take the trade and. No, do we take it from here? Trade and done. Yes. Okay, so we need from the production. We need the hay dryers, and we see this space that it will take. So I think we have some space here that we are not using for anything else. Because the people can still walk around these, but it just takes marks the space where they take the hay. Actually, let's have it next to this one. So let's have a couple of dryers here. So what will happen is that the people will come and put some hay on the dryers here, and then eventually it will get us hay, and then we can put it in a winter storage. But during the summertime, the eventual cattle can eat in here. Guess let's have them the collect areas all in there, and let's prepare a smaller hay barrack here for the cowshed. So those will be built. Can't tell if the building with the spire is a church or a fort. It is a trading post. So I guess it has the tower so that the messengers and wagons coming from afar, they will spot it easily that's where it is. Yes, this is our trading post. So we have brought some things here that we know we can sell, and when the messengers arrive, we can tell that hey, if you need some tasty beetroot, we got it. And also for those of you who weren't watching yesterday, all these paths here kind of are forming dynamically. So in this game you don't place roads. Later on in the game, when you start collecting stone, you can pave roads, but even that doesn't like make people actually walk on that pavement. So you kind of you can with fences and how you build your place, kind of the roads start to form where people are actually walking on, and then you can kind of use fences and such to make a little bit straighter lines if you like. But I like this game because it kind of encourages you to be quite dynamic with the village building, which it probably was in the 1800s. Of course, kind of as we go further in the game, we start building the row houses. This is way in the future. But when we start building these, we can start thinking more in like a structured city. At this stage, we are still building a village. People are building their houses where they want to build them, and kind of the city starts to form on here, and maybe then kind of we, for example, like cross the river and start building more structured city on this little island here or something. Let's see. We have no housing available, but what I did was that I started building 4 houses that don't have their own yards. So these people in these houses will be relying on their jobs for money. And jobs for money, and actually the workers don't need to be here until April. I just realized the laborers took care of the sowing. Wait, do they already do it in right. I think the farm works in a way, because the labor in the city works in a way that kind of people who don't have anything else to do, they will do the laborer work. But then you can have workers, so that you have like assigned people to do the tasks. And I actually remember that they do it in April and May, but they already start right away when the snow melts, which is good, because the sooner they get the fields growing, the faster we will be getting the things to grow and bigger to harvest. Okay, we have a messenger from Derkachi visiting. So let's see, which place was this? This is the place that sells us iron. They will at least take out charcoal. So let's sell the amount we have in our town storage at the moment. Do they want something else? They do take honey. So let's sell the honey to them. From the things we have at the moment, they are not buying other stuff, but they do have cows. The thing is, if I buy that, I need to prioritize not that one, but the Cowshed. So that we have a place for the cows when the traders come. Also, let's make this building of these a little bit faster here by having the clay bits in here. Clay bits in here for that, and actually this one is not really needed. Not read it anymore. We'll add a new one. New one for that, but so we will be getting those cows from them. I guess since they have the iron available, let's just buy it. While we remember. We can also, for cheaper, buy the raw materials like the iron ore and then smelt it ourselves. But I think we can live with that. We could buy some leather that we can turn into shoes. We don't have a shoemaker yet, and we don't really have the people for that just yet. Yeah, I do want to. We actually see that their caravans are on the way right now. Let's see, this guy is here for visiting for 22 more days. So in the beginning of April. We can do it, and if we get this built in time, which we probably should, as soon as they get that house built, they can come and build the Cowshed. And then it takes a little bit of time for the caravans to actually come here, the cows. Let's have only one worker here during the season. One village house was built, so one family will probably move in there. Workers will set up the clay pits and then they will start working on the cowshed. So we are confident that will be built relatively fast. So let's see how. I think cows are very expensive. So we need a couple of bulls. Let's maybe buy 2 and 4 for now. Let's make it 2 and 8. Actually, let's wait with that just in case that cows don't arrive and then we don't have a place for them. This one in here, this only right now needs workers in July to check if we have a harvest or not. That's the good thing about the orchard. It's very labor unintensive once you have planted them. But the bad thing about the fruit is that it goes bad very fast. Don't recall if we had the way to. I don't think we had a way to dry. The fruit ourselves, so basically there's no production for the dried fruit yet, so you need to buy them. Yeah, that is being built very fast, so we are confident we can get the cows. Let's buy 10. Let's maybe have that hay barrack built as well. And we see that traders are already on the way, so that's where the cows are coming. And then the wagons coming to pick up the charcoal. They are right there, so it's actually coming quite fast. Builders, you really need to step up now. Come on, get it done. Okay, I think they can start building already. Yes. Okay, workers. The workers are doing their one of them is supplying a site. One of them was farming. One of them is going to buy food, and hopefully they do get that up fast enough. I think they will. I think you have a little bit of time for the cows to not die at the trading post, but not too long. Will be a little bit close. Hopefully the cows don't die. By the way, I was a little bit optimistic with the building speed. I'm also watching in the background when the wagon will arrive there. I think the timing is near perfect, but yeah, that went perfectly. Cowshed. Trader arrived, but there's no cowshed. Come on, it was seconds. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Did they leave? That was seconds. No. Oh my god, that was so close. Oh, did you just leave with? Well, then the thing is, they didn't take our money either. But come on, okay. So I think what happened is that the trader entered the map, and then it was okay. You don't have a cowshed. I'm leaving. Instead of if the wagon actually would have come to the trading post, it would have been in time. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I think we will have let's have two people working in here, and then let's have the harvest season. Harvest season only one. Man, that was unfortunate timing right there. Now let's take the beetroots off. Let's mark these as temporary, so that they don't resupply when we trade them off. I think the logging here needs a little bit of a boost. A little bit of a boost, so let's have 4 workers working in there. One guy working in there. I think the carpenter can maybe eventually we'll have 2 guys working in there. Then I don't remember what does the worker do. Granary workers collect chosen resources to have them stored all in one place. Yeah, I don't think the worker is necessarily needed. On the granaries. We'll have it something like that, because there's no new food coming into the granaries during that time. So let's have the off season like that. I think I marked this in a way that I'll do it in July and August. I think July will be enough, especially if there's enough people. Mark it for July, August, just in case. Let's see when, because it won't actually be this year when we get it. This one we will get workers once we get our first harvest from there. So we have those in place. What will we do next? We have the buckwheat, which doesn't require any processing. Producing leather requires quite a lot of stuff. So that we will need to think about. We could start mining stone and lime, at least go and see where they are. We could set up the textile industry with the tailor, weaver and shoemaker somewhere. Let's go. Okay, I was about to say let's go see where the stone is, but the stone is right there, and I think we had the lime here as well. That's how these maps usually are, that the resources are across the water, so in this case in the middle here. So we need to build a bridge in order to get access to the stone and limestone in this map, and the amounts are limited, but these limestone deposits have 20,000 in them, so that's a good starting point. And the stone here, these are like 1,000 each, so we probably have like 20,000. So I chose a map where we have limited amounts of the resources we need to trade when we run out of those. So we would be building a wooden bridge here. Maybe we would do it from here and then build like the stone collectors and such a stone mine in there. But that's actually a little bit ahead of where we are right now. Well, I haven't checked this. What is this info overlay? Ah. Oh, that's nice. So you can control it from here as well. Wow. You can check the storage space. We see the oh, that is nice. Why I have not noticed that before? We can see what's on sale without clicking on the farm. Oh, this is so good. Okay, thank you, game. Thank you, me, for noticing that. We have the export stock. We see what's being sold. We see the water supply. Oh, I have been clicking on the wells and buildings for no reason. We can check the fishing spots. I don't think this has been in the game. Well, it probably actually has been, and I just haven't noticed it. Okay, but that's good. We see something else here. Find. Oh, that's. Okay, this is very convenient. Info. Well, it's probably been there all this time, but I just completely ignored. That's convenient. We can check for things way easier now. Okay, has someone moved in? Someone has moved in there. So we're still building those houses in there. We have plenty of iron, so we kind of do have that covered right now. The warehouse works without a worker as well. Yeah, so I guess these granaries don't actually need the worker either. It's a bit odd, like the game was selecting something else when I clicked that. Why are you doing that? Like goes to the next one. If I click on this. Okay, that was odd. That was really weird. Yeah, I don't think we actually need the warehouse worker. The people will just... Oh, actually, when we are buying, we actually do need it there. So let's hire it back. Actually, now that I think about it, the other one doesn't require. It can take the buckwheat and from production. Need the what it's called. Sunflower, and sunflower oil. Those are the things we are producing at the moment. I do like how the maps are done in a way that there's always a little bit of slope from the river, so it kind of creates these kind of a nice layered views a little bit into the village. Very nice, very nice. I think I want. Thinking that will I... Okay, we do have a worker there. Yeah, let's send our own messenger and let's get those cows, because we were 10 seconds late. Oh, what does the manager do in a cowshed? When you buy cattle from neighbor towns, it will be assigned to a cowshed with more space. Well, the game says make sure the cowshed is staffed and has stock of hay and water before cattle trader arrived. Okay, we need to take care of the hay as well then. So the hay needs to dry. Well, they can get it from there. In summer, cows can graze on pasture. They can also pasture a fallow farm field if you're allowed to do so. So that's what we will do. We'll allow that. For breeding, you need at least one bull. An ox should be at least 1 year old to be used as a draft animal. And also build a slaughterhouse to produce beef and hides. That will follow later. In winter, each animal consumes 25 units of hay and water per month. Actually, the game has help files or help text on everything. One thing I haven't done in this playthrough, but it's very conveniently always in the building where you need it. You can hire a manager to carry out replacements for dead oxen. Ah, okay. So the manager is not really needed until the city is like very big. But the manager removes a little bit of like micromanagement. Dairy. Dairy, what else? I think the slaughterhouse can definitely wait. We'll be needing limestone. Limestone for the leather. I think I sort of saw the fulling mill. I think I want to build a sheep farm as well. Sheep farm as well. If I had been planning this, we could have had all of these very conveniently close to each other, but it's okay. Let's have this one here because we will have a fulling mill in there. So we'll have the sheep. Have the sheep farm here closer to water. Let's pause the game for a moment. Our messenger is in Derkachi. The good thing about our own messenger is that I think we can keep them there. Yeah, they are there for a month, but let's check this other one. They actually have sheep. They also have cows. Now we have 2 places where we can get them, but for these guys we actually can't sell. Well, it doesn't matter if we are trading with money, but for these guys we can't sell anything before we get oil. Prices seem to be the same. Those from that guy. Sheep will need to wait a little bit. Let's build a haystack for the sheep farm as well. Oh, we see the sunflowers there. That's very nice. Some reason these can't go, even that they collect that hay from this area. These can't overlap at all. Even that people can pass through the area very easily. Oh, that looks nice. Our first harvest coming up. One of those dwarf bucks are different than the Twitch channel points. They are from the stream element spots. The Twitch channel points are different. The dwarf bucks are just for funsies. Funsies and roulette and stuff. Sometimes for giveaways, but rarely. So yeah, and you need to check the exclamation points to see what you have. Okay, it's haze will get there. I think these have already almost dried, so we will actually have hay. And for the animals, we can have a platform instead, so they don't collect water from the wells. So let's place this one here and let's build it. Let's build it after that house. So then they will not be getting the water from the wells for the animals. But they are doing it now, but that's fine. Okay, now we actually have food for them as well, and they will use the fallow field. That's good. And we are 59 strong, so as soon as we are getting houses up, people are moving in. And these people, they will need to rely on their jobs and money. They will need to rely on their monthly income, but on the other hand, they are not paying land tax. So they can come to the market stalls and buy their things. So let's have... Did I have the buckwheats here already? Did not. Let's have the buckwheats. Buckwheat sold there because that will be kind of our emergency food, more or less. Let's see. Keep on selling you charcoal. I guess they don't have. I guess the reasoning is they are living in an area where they don't have forests or something. That's very easy export. We already bought the cows now from the other place that happened to be in here. I guess while we are here, we might as well buy more iron. And we could bring in already at this stage salt. Well, we can get it. We can get that later, because we will need that for the tannery. Bark, lime, salt, and water. So we'll probably have a warehouse. We'll have a warehouse somewhere in here that will have the stuff needed for the tannery, like the salt and stuff. Let's build a warehouse in there, and then we build a tannery. Rain, well, it actually looks a little bit uneven. Like that's this, so we have like pathways on both sides of it. So we have that in place. I'm just placing them in the queue, they will be built over time then. Eventually we'll have the fulling mill. How did we... I think salt production was like you basically need ox for it, so the ox are like it's like a wheel that the ox need to pull. Hey, we have cows. Yes, hello. Moo. Get that tasty grass. Enjoy the summertime before you are locked in your shed. We have hay for them for the winter as well. can't actually click on the animals. I was seeing that can't 100% sure tell. Maybe they are the same model, whether it's a bull or a cow. I think so. Well, it's a good thing I don't need to know. The workers will know who to milk and who to not. How expensive is salt? Let's get like 500 brought to us, so that we have it ready. We can then kind of start trading and seeing how much we need regularly. So this group of 4 houses here getting built. Sidir went to work on the forestry marina in one of the granaries. They have 2 kids, Matvi and Ferir. And then we... okay, I think I need to reload the game. The clicking is working a little bit weirdly. It's almost like the UI is a little bit off or something. Yarima and Svitadara, they have an adult male living with them. Assuming that's their kid, but it might just be living with them. Okay, that's now getting annoying. Let's exit the game for just quickly there. So if it was not obvious, like when I was clicking on something, it selected something completely different, and it wasn't doing that yesterday. Maybe it actually started happening after I opened overlay, so maybe there was a bug related to that. Let's see if it happens. It happens again. So if I click on this house. Yeah, now it's working. Yeah, I think there's a bug with overlays. I will test that out and report it to the developer. I think it started happening. Well, actually, let's test it right now. So let's say I check for the local markets, check for the storage space, check for the export stock. Okay. Does it start doing that again? Okay, couldn't at least like that replicate it. Replicate the bug. That was very weird. Like if I clicked, oh, now it's doing it again. Huh. Is it really the overlays? And now it's not doing it. Now it is doing it. Okay, that is weird. Okay, let me check if it was doing a little bit of debugging here. The game is in alpha, so it is our duty to play test it. If we choose to play this. Let me see if it's there before I click the overlays. Little bit of alpha system testing here before we continue the village build. Okay, so let's see, is it happening before the overlay? It is not happening before I click the overlay. See if I have the game run for a while. It's not doing it before the overlay. Okay, there is a bug with the overlay. I think the overlay somehow... Yeah, I'm just guessing. It's guessing, but the overlay froze. Overlay flows the kind of detection of where you click somehow off. And then when you reselect something again, I'm clicking on this. Nothing is happening now. I'm clicking on this. But if I turn on the overlay, let's say I check the local markets, or I check the export stock. Let's check it doesn't matter which, I think. We can check the fishing spots. Then we put the overlay off. If we do the same thing, we click on this. Let's keep on clicking. Okay, now it started doing it again. No, now it's not doing it. Took a while on the previous one. Maybe if I change the angle after the overlay. Yeah, I thought I knew how to replicate it, but it looks like it's not happening now. Will it start happening? It is not related to... I'll get to change the buildings in the same building. That's odd. Now it didn't do it. Okay, couldn't replicate, so not a bug. Yep. Don't know how to do that. Let's add a worker here. So we'll have a worker ready to. Oh, is the oil workshop only for men? There's no option to click for men or female, so I think that's a male job. Because there's always an option to, and I take the men out if we have an option to hire ladies. Okay, I forgot to sell the onion, peas and honey, and at least the onions are going bad, so we need to sell them. And we have a big supply of peas and onions, so we can up this into maybe 2,000. See if someone buys them. Let's maybe make it 1,500. Later on we can just kind of sell the surplus. And yeah, you are correct, Ashak. It's still a bug, but not as straightforward as I think. Yes. But for now, the result is that cannot replicate. We'll investigate later. Your housing available there, so a family can move in. I think as we are heading into July, there's no apples this year yet. From the next year forward, we will get some. Yeah, the new families are coming in as soon as we build houses for them. That's very nice. I think why don't we build? Man, that's a lot of people building a simple platform. Okay, but this platform now has infinite water for the sheds, so we will say that these wells are not used for production anymore. Kirilo Boychik and Hanna Olechik have married. Yay! The children of Svitodara Yarema and Dimitra and Maria. So nice, so nice. I love her eyes, shiny like blackthorn drenched in rain. Aww. Aww. Oh, that is so beautiful. Good afternoon, Anna. Oh, they're so nice. Oh, that was romantic, Kirilla. Ah, that also well, that actually did make me a little bit teary-eyed. The newly married, congratulations. What's next? What next? The laborers are carrying the firewood. Firewood in. When we start collecting bark, they will take the bark out of the logs before they make them into planks. And then what we need, we want a warehouse to take that bark so it doesn't take the storage space in there. I think it looks like all the cards are in use all the time, so that tells me we want cards, more cards. I think this is kind of centralized location here, so let's maybe just build another Cowshed in here, lining those yellow ones there to have it nice and kind of looking like one building basically. And also while this game kind of encourages a little bit of like a dynamic building, if you do want to align things, having those diagonal lines in the blue and yellow, that actually makes it very, very easy to kind of eyeball it, how you like it. Okay, the sheep farm is being put there as well. I think they can use the same pasture. But we could also just set an extra farm that is fallow. To be used for that. We'll have additional fields in here. Let's put those in place already. $25 units. 50 long. Fallow. I'll just click on it to be active so that we get the warning sign off. I always build the fields in a group of 3, and then I rotate 2 crops on those 3 fields, whatever they are. Oh, so satisfying to get the 25 by 50 on first go, but we will not use these yet. And actually the plowing is kind of optional. It does require oxen. It will increase the harvest, but it will also slow down the initial sowing and planting, unless you have a lot of ox. So we can just not do that for now. messenger. They keep on visiting us quite regularly. These guys have sheep. They do take the honey. Honey we have, but it looks like I can't sell my food very easily. Why are you? Oh, I accidentally clicked on so we'll have it working like that. Okay, now there is a worker, so they can start freshing the harvest. Very nice. So we actually see the laborers doing the harvest. I guess they do one farm at a time. Oh. Okay, so you took the buckwheat. Does the sunflower work in a different way? Do they come and collect these later? Because it has ripened. Is it only the workers who? Ah, is that not a labor? Oh, it is. Who are you? You are labor. Okay, yeah. They were just doing other stuff, and now they came to harvest the sunflowers. Gotcha. Okay, we have Oleksy here, so we can start producing the sunflower oil. That is fantastic. And actually, let's not take the sunflower in here. Let's just take the oil. Very good, very good. Sheep farm, no housing available. We have oh, actually we need to, yeah, that's true. We need to build houses. I was about to do it, but I forgot. I think we could have some housing here. Housing here, and I was also thinking of having like houses here in the waterfronts. Well, they don't have their own. Seeing a little bit how I want to do it. Creating some interesting shape with it. So let's do something like this. So maybe have it align with these ones like that. Some people living here near the water, a little bit of a luxury housing. Let's build more. Every time you click on the house will be a little bit different. So let's build this. So I think those will we'll see when those gets built. That's how it looks. Do we want to build more in here? Now what I was thinking. Actually, we will soon. I think it's 100 when you do need at least the chapel, but eventually we could build like the church. And that's what I was originally thinking, that we would have a church in here. But now that I have it like this, I think I could have the church on the other side. But yeah, now that I thought about it, we might make the chapel ready already. Where do I want to build it? And we will be needing, hopefully not too soon, but the people will start dying soon of old age. Because we did have some senior citizens, at least senior to this 1800s era, like some people in their 60s or 50s. So they will be. So for that we need. Graveyard. So I think it doesn't have to be connected to the chapel, but it just reminded me of it. People do want to visit the chapel to pray, or something else. So I want to put it in somewhat centralized location. So let's have that one here. And let's start putting some burial graves, so we'll eventually have like a graveyard here. Graveyard here that we can expand later. Maybe I'll build it when actually someone dies. What I do want to do is keep on have an area here where we will grow trees. Maybe I'll wait that those forests go away, so then we can have a area where we can plant trees. Being several guys working there, we got that done so fast now that we have plenty of logs. Okay. So we want some of those houses built. Some of those houses built before, so we don't need these industries just yet. Industries or the other stuff. We are also in September, which probably means that stockpiles are building up. I will make these smaller. How much we are buying. Raspberries even less. Because we might end up buying something which is an expense. But then we end up not selling them all. Buckwheat that is coming from the farms, we can add that. Okay, bees don't spoil, so bees we can have. The stuff that spoils, let's have that in smaller quantities. So I think we are overproducing quite a bit right now. Sheep farm done. So when they supply that, we can have that's and we have a plenty of hay in there. We could eventually build a bigger hay barrack here somewhere. To have this, just have it in here. Seeing a bit here what we want to build next. Checking the queue. You don't have the sheep, but you can buy our charcoal, and we already sell some sunflower oil. The first harvest, earning us 90. think we need anything else right now. Sunflower oil. I think the onions and peas we can't sell. Definitely looks like it. So we need to take those off. It's like the simple. You basically can trade some of the food like the buckwheat and such, but you can't trade a lot of the other stuff. Let's have the workers here on a off season. Off season, so we can start getting that stuff in. Very nice. All this being delivered. How is our finances looking? We are 135 on the positive for the year, and just had our first sunflower harvest. Still being produced, and we have more there. So that tells me that let's have. Actually, let's make this the other way around. So we'll have the off season after the harvest. No, that's not what we do. We marked this as off season. Off season like this, and we have on season 3 workers. Okay, it's two maximum. Let's have 2 workers there, and let's on the following year monitor how long it takes for them to process all the sunflower we got from the harvest into oil. Let's have this supplied by a laborer by carts. So we'll see how long it takes them to process all the sunflower oil, and then we can take the workers off until the next harvest. So all that managing is possible thanks to having the seasonal hiring and having a counselor at the town hall, and it's really nice. Very nice. New family settling in as soon as we get some houses built. Oh, first prime estate. Prime estate here. They definitely want to have their benches here so that they can enjoy the waterfronts. These guys can have it on the other side. Enjoy their morning coffees watching the river. I don't know why I was aligning them with houses the way I did. No, but let's have these guys share. Well, I guess anyone can sit here, but let's have a like a spot here for the people to watch the river. Okay, another messenger. Let's see what we can sell to these guys. They can take our sunflower oil. Very nice. They do have sheep. Let's buy the sheep they have. That's a deal. For food variety and kind of stuff, the pigs are very nice, but the pigs are very inefficient in the game as far as kind of how much food they use and then what you get, because I think with pigs you can only slaughter them. With sheep you also get milk, or you can just have milk and wool. And from the cows you can have milk, and then you can just butcher them when they get old enough, and you kind of have enough of to keep the supply going. But the pigs you don't get anything else but meat, so it's kind of let's say end game animal. Start using those. But with the sheep coming, we will be needing the fulling mill. I'm thinking that will this block traders when they come? Guess we just gonna build a trading dock somewhere else. Maybe there's enough space there to enough space for the boats to go across, which does remind me that we could build the boatyard, then eventually fisher. A child has been born in Celoid family. So we can have that one in there, and fishing spots, we have those around the river. Maybe the fishery would be like to this side because there's more in there. So maybe we would have the fishing dock here a little bit further back. And then maybe we would even try to optimize in a way that the fishermen would be living in here. Let's not do that yet. Let's build the boatyard when boatyard. We get around to it. Anything else you want to buy? I'm buying honey, so I think I will make the honey permanent one, because we are producing it, or buying it from the people, quite a lot of it. And so we see here the amounts that people are buying, how much we have had supply, and so on. I think most of the people they are farming their own bee. They have bees in their own yard, so we are not selling it that much. But as we are building more and more of these houses without their own yards, they will start to use the market stalls a whole lot more. So we have 69 people in the village. Nice. Oh, we're starting to get some milk as well. That is nice. We start producing cheese out of that as well. Let's have let's have this one. Oh, I wonder, do the people buy the salt? Let's see. Well, at least they can have some milk now. So our first milk from the cows. Get some hay storage in place. I think they only supply it for a month if you have it available nearby. Yeah, I'm not sure how the water works, because I've seen these supplies only be a month or less than a month, depending on the amount. Yeah, you need to have more water in there, like 2000 or something. Because I think this freezes over, so maybe we should have emergency well around the area. Emergency well around the area for in case we run out of water in the winter time. This warehouse will have salt in it. And it will have... Okay, we need to start collecting bark. So let's have this one to be 500. So they will start collecting that. Then in here we'll have 2000 bark. The new carts built, so let's have the carpenters building those, because we have been seeing that all the carts are in use all the time. I think you can never have enough carts, so let's have actually we could even build a cart shed that adds the carter profession as well. But we also have a winter. Winter is coming and winter is here. will add... Let's add a shed. Shed in here. I think maybe this actually works in a way that they doesn't necessarily show like it, but they actually break the ice and get the water from this as well. So maybe the well is not needed. We are 73 strong. People are moving in as soon as I build the houses. So let's keep on doing that. Now that we have kind of everything in place, the next thing we need to worry about is clothes. If we look at the first people who moved in, their clothes and warm clothes quality is still 3 out of 5. But in a year or two, they will start running out of warm clothes, and then they will first complain about it, and then potentially leave if we don't have stuff in place. So that's the next thing I need to do. So what we will have, I think I will build a tailor, weaver, and a shoemaker. Let's have them maybe here. Then we can also expand housing on this area. So I think we could have like a artisan area in here. So let's start by placing warehouse that traders can use as well. Aligning it roughly with trading depot here. So let's have the warehouse in there. Then we will have tailor. Oh, right. We need to start farming hemp or flax to start producing textile. That is correct. So actually the weaver should not be here. Shoemaker, and you can. Have the weaver working somewhere in this area. And I think for the next year, now that we have more people, we will have also, I didn't mention it in the farming, but we have these basically the fertility of the land in 3 colors. 3 colors, and if let's say we would just have a single farming wheat without fallowing in between, it will use 50% of the fertility, so you could only farm wheat for 2 years. With sunflowers is actually sunflower and buckwheat, that's why I selected them. They are kind of a good pair, because if we farm sunflowers, it takes the fertility of the one field completely. But then, because the buckwheat doesn't use the orange one at all, in the next year you can still farm buckwheat. And then when in the third year you let it fallow, then you can farm sunflower again. So that's why I have this free farm rotation here. With sunflower buckwheat it's simple, but with this other stuff it's not as simple. But usually it's just that, for example, hemp uses 69%, flax uses 60% of the blue. Actually, the sunflower also uses the green and blue, but it still pairs up with buckwheat very nicely. So we can see that if we start pairing these, we probably want to have just two farm rotation here for let's say wheat and hemp, or maybe potato and hemp or flax. Then in the third year it will go back to full. You could pair, yeah, sunflower you can't pair with anything else but buckwheat very easily because the 100% of the orange fertility. These are just kind of arbitrary colors, but I think it's nice system. Nice system. White crop rotation is a mandatory basically. So let's have potato. And let's go with hemp. Let's have potato and hemp. Then we have potato and hemp, and we fallow. So now we have a rotation of those in these 3 fields. And then we could have maybe wheat and flax on something else if we want to use both flax and hemp. This will also intensify the needs for the people in here. So I think I will add maximum staff here, working in March, April, May. Oh yeah, using it as pasture actually adds to the fertility faster. So there's a benefit of using the animals there. Crop processing or plowing. So is it so that laborers don't actually do the sowing? Then I will probably have them not work in March yet. We'll see what this one person does. Let's see what we don't have that many unemployed now in off season. Do have 12 laborers working right now. And the waterfront housing coming along very nicely here. And Darina, 18-year-old sheep farm worker here, enjoying the wintry view. Is that you were sitting on your neighbor's porch instead of your own? Oh, you can do that, Darina. We are friendly folk here in our village. Okay, let's see, what will you buy? Okay, so you could buy sunflowers directly, but we'll sell you our oil. Sell all our oil we produced. You know what? Since you have them, just to start having supply of them, let's import the warm clothes. Buckwheat we can probably also sell. We'll see how much buckwheat we have just before the next year's harvest. So then we know how much we can sell. With the new chair. New chair is literally almost 10 centimeters higher than the maximum height of the old chair was. So I've been adjusting my camera a little bit, but I think I'm a little bit low on it maybe. That's maybe that's better. A little bit to the side. Yeah, that's better. Also, I would have been more efficient in building these by having our own clay bits, but at this stage of the game, you don't really need to do it. So you can just have them pick up the stuff wherever they can. And actually, right now I can do, and what I will do is add a clay bits here. A clay bit there, and then once the stuff is done, we can remove these clay piles. Maybe we can actually demolish that one. Does this require? Oh, it doesn't even require clay. It's only the housing. Okay, but things are looking very good. Even with all the sales, we are. Actually, no. The new. I was checking the balance, but we are at the end of January, so of course it's not moved as much. We should have checked the balance at the end of January. This warehouse will have. Oh no, that's the granary. Let's have. Let's have a warehouse in this area to have warm clothes in as well. Or clothes. Clothes and warm clothes, shoes. So we have a lot of things in the queue. We are kind of limited by the amount of construction people we have. So what I think we can also put in the queue, it's getting quite a queue in there. What we can do is add a construction office, because this will enable me to hire more workers. We are currently at maximum of 7. So with the construction office, I think we could maybe have it here with the city hall. town hall. So let's build that. After that, warehouse. Good. But lot of good stuff happening. We have houses being built, people moving in, enjoying their fantastic view. Moving in, hopefully happy that they chose to come here from wherever they were living before. But things are looking good. No, I can't resell those. Yeah, buckwheat, we'll check that later. Okay. I'm a little bit worried now. Do we have enough hay? So this water supply was a little bit too much. He reserves 2 months. He reserves 1 month. 666, but these are used already. We do have hay there. Okay, I think I need for this amount of animals. I need more hay dryers. But, I can't fit it there without getting the tree in the way. It's like literally 1 pixel that either touches the. Okay, maybe if I'm more exact with this one, we can fit it in without cutting the trees. Literally trying to move like 1 pixel. 1 pixel so we could fit this in without getting the tree. Oh, we did it. Yes, nice. Thank you. Very nice. But the thing is they need to get the hay during the summertime. Just don't want my I think having this hay storage here kind of saved me. And well, yeah, now that I think about it, we're actually not that far, because in just like half a month they can actually go and pasture in the fields. So I think this might have been a little bit of an overkill. So let's take those away. We want to see this barrack never go empty, basically. While we are doing that. Honey, sunflower oil. $500 salt in there, and the rest of the salt in here. The bark should be moved in here. Let's have laborer by carts. Let's have the warehouses use the same settings. So when you have it applied to all, it applies to all the buildings of that type. A child has been born to the Rudy family. 73. 73. He reserves 2 months. He reserves 1 month. So there was a plenty. Even with the ones we had already. So we don't necessarily need these ones that I added here with such a careful pixel placement. Springtime. Springtime, and that means the farms are getting sowed. I want to see. If Svitadara, she is 60 years old. Okay, they will go to work on the field. Okay, so then what we know is that we can add March there already. So we see how many people are working on a single farm. We are calling in maximum amount of laborers. I should have not touched that. So maximum amount of laborers to work on the fields, because we now have 4 fields to work on every year. So we see that the first one here is being sowed. As soon as it's done, they can actually start planting that. And the sooner they get things to grow, the bigger the harvest, because the longer the growing period can be before they do that. So we should have enough workers to keep those rolling. And I think this might be the first year since planted 1. I think it's 3 years. Oh no, 2 years. I think we will get the first harvest of apples. Maximum yield is reached in 5 years of age, yeah. So we'll get our first fresh apples. Where's tea? Because the title is Coffee Chill. because I was drinking coffee. I can change it into tea after the break if I make some tea today. But I started this on my morning, so that's when I have my coffee. I think D-Man, you do a good enough job to advertise tea, so I don't need to do that in the stream title. I like these waterfront houses. Actually turned very nice. So I will continue building them. It's so uneven. I wouldn't want it to be too close to the fence. So I think this area here is somewhat of a... Maybe I could squeeze in one more house in here. If I change the round a little bit, yeah. I think that's maybe it. Yeah. Just have that one there, and then I think we are getting too uneven. Could have one house here closest to the water. Maybe I have one. It will ruin those people's views, so it's not. get your own bench here on this side, or maybe we'll add multiples here into so people can enjoy the waterfront. Very good, very good. I think as we are about to head into April, so we are now in our 4th year. The village is 3 years old. This is a good place to take a break. And it's also been 2 hours on the stream, so yeah, let me take a screenshot of. Actually, was there? I accidentally pressed it. There we go. So we can have the UI off. So let's have a screenshot right there. Save the game, and I will see you guys in just a moment with more Ostriv. And today, Saturday, daytime stream. I might be streaming for a longer time today, but I'll basically go in these 2 hour phases here, and we'll see what happens. But at least another 2 hours of Ostriv right after this.